spend their whole life like following orders, and they're like taking like such a gutsy stand.
I'm Matthew LaClair. I'm a student at Kearney High School. And last year, my history teacher, Mr. Baskevich, he said a lot of things during class that were very, very inappropriate. He said things like, if you reject the Lord's salvation, you belong in hell. He told the students that Big Bang Theory and evolutionary theory are both 100% false. No way they could be true.
So you don't believe in creationism?
No, I do not.
So you think that I used to be a monkey? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't think that you personally used to be a monkey. I would never insinuate such a terrible thing. I'm simply saying that, over time, there's something called evolution that occurred.
Do you think that we should teach in schools facts and not things that we believe based on the Bible?
Yeah, I mean, there is room for opinion. I agree with that. There is room for opinion.
Especially in science. I mean, science is largely based on opinion, right?
Well, science is not necessarily largely based on opinion, because there's...
Well, it's my opinion that the world was created in 7 days, and it's your opinion that the world wasn't. So what makes our opinions any different? My opinion is based on this book that most people believe, and your opinion is based on like a bunch of monkeys.
Besides the scientific mistakes that he made, besides those, he made a lot of comments which I took offense to. For example, when he said, if you reject the Lord's salvation, you belong in hell.
Which is in the Bible.
Those specific words are in the Bible?
I think it says that there's only one way to heaven.
I would like to know what you would feel about this certain situation. Let's assume that instead of a teacher who was trying to preach the ideas of the Bible, instead of that, let's say that it was another teacher who was trying to teach the Quran. What would you think about that, and do you think that would be just as acceptable?
No, I mean, obviously we're a Christian nation. I mean everyone in America is Christian, and
that's
everyone.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
No, it's
true. It is true. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you it, but yes, it's true. I mean, and everyone is Christian in America, and I think that if there was a Muslim teacher, that would be shocking. But I'm not aware of any. Well, I have one more question for you. Dinosaurs on the Ark. You don't believe that?
Well, first of all, I have a problem believing in the idea of Noah's Ark to begin with.
Why? That you've seen big boats. I mean, we're just at the river today. There are boats there.
Yes,
you could fit a dinosaur on those boats.
I don't think so. The dimensions of the boat were specifically discussed in the Bible, and they were considerably small. And I think it would be very, very difficult for somebody who, I think, how old was Noah? Approximately 600, 700 years old?
Yeah, he was an old man.
Yes, very, very old, I think.
He was.
So evolution is scientific. It's something that is truly important. It's something that should be taught in schools, but evolution is not. It has nothing to do with any ideas of religion or non-religion. It has to do with science and basing how you see the world on facts rather than what you choose to believe.
Well, thank you for joining us, and now I'm gonna talk to him a bit about Jesus and see if I can change his mind.